Good day, Lords and Ladies, and welcome back to Griftlands, me, Cornish-Knight, as we get down back into the task of setting ourselves up. Our party is looking okay, our card situation is looking okay, but we do have a rather unfortunate card in our deck for violent actions. So, took care of a side mission, now we need to see which faction we want to join for the main story. Pick sides. This suggests that Olo can get you into the front door of the auction, but you're going to have to stooge the Admiralty to get to her help. The Admiralty is what passes for the government around here, but they comport themselves more like an occupational army. Don't expect to make a lot of friends amongst the people you pick the side, which is very true. And then you have pick this side. This says that Nada can sneak you into the auction if you do some work for the Spree. The Spree are a loosely organised band of outlaws and raiders that survive on the outskirts of the Admiralty. Admiralty territory, they can rob from pretty much anyone, and they give mostly to themselves. Be prepared to run afoul of the law if you choose this path. Basically, I've played both approaches, and both have very different styles. You get a lot more money from the Admiralty. Their jobs pay a lot more. Downside is that you end up having a lot of enemies, and having enemies in this game can be a bad thing because, as you can see here, if you have someone who hates you, unlike Sabanes, you can get a lot of friends very easily, but also you can get a lot of enemies very easily. So it's not always the best thing. So, for example, if we wanted to, normally with most NPCs, if you can get their thing up to friendly, you can then pay them to be to love you, which gives you a benefit and a boon, which is very nice. I'm going to go with I'm going to pick this Spree, so let's go down to the Spree. Walk into their establishment. The man meets your gaze with a face like barbed wire. Nada, right? I'm Sal. I hear you're a guy worth knowing, and I hear you've got an axe to grind. So I figure, why don't we bury it in a few skulls, huh? Word is you're after the biggest bounty in the bay, Cassio, and I guarantee you won't get anywhere near her without me. But my help doesn't come cheap or easy. You do good work and you survive to reap the benefits, then maybe we will be in business. So you can ask various questions about Kaiso, about the auction, about Nadan, about the work, about the Admiralty. You can ask about the work. So this work you have me doing favours. Yeah, right. It's illegal, I assume. That's up to you, ain't it? I only care about results. If you find a way of getting me what I want while playing nice with the law, that's your time wasted, not mine. So this is the thing. The reason I like the Spree over the Admiralty is that the person you have working for the Admiralty really likes you playing by her rules. So you don't have a lot of flexibility. If you play with the Spree, you have a lot more flexibility, but with a bit less cash. So let's go with the Spree. Contract's a contract. I'm happy to be in business with you, Nada. Nadan. You're glad you convinced so easily. You do good on these favours. Maybe we're as copacetic as you say, and Cassio will be yours. First order of business, take this. We get to pick a card. Let's see. Next card you play, that's not too bad. Play twice and expend it. Improve a random upgraded bleed card. That's nice because we're trying to play a bleed deck, so let's go with that. What is it? This will tell people that you're under my protection. Nice, I've always wanted to learn a secret handshake. Get to work. So, put me to work, boss. I'm here to impress, aren't I? You're hungry. That's good. You know I'm happy to work with the Admiralty that can be brought to heel, but Aoya is proving stubborn. Aoya's got influence that's useful for me, so I want her under my thumb where she belongs. You're not my usual witless goon. Figure it out, Hunter. That's the order from your commander. So, battle and negotiation. Aware is loyal to the Admiralty and good at a job. That's a problem for the Spree, so I ask you to remove Aware from her position one way or another. Okay, we get to pick a random graft for a reward, and 190 gold. Very nice. So, An inconvenience, but first we have a random event. You stop along the road by an Admiralty patrol, swinging their batons with some showmanship. Looks like the brass was right. There's a pompous curl in her lip that suggests you're in for a heap of trouble. Best watch yourself. Last review, my superior said my technique was rusty. Can you believe it? He assigns me to the boondocks every damn day for years, then says I can't get a promotion because I can't fight as well as an officer. That's rough. Yes, thanks for saying so, and for agreeing to help me out. I didn't say. Monid draws her weapon with purposeful glint in her eye. Oh. Ah, Hesh. No, we've got to resist. They're not going to take a beating for no reason. Okay. So... let's drop this. We've got 2 attacks left. And we're going to strike this. Gain power after an attack damages a target. Okay. Then we've got to apply some bleed. Let's go. Did a bit of damage to me. They're really smacking on my pet, which I cannot allow. Okay. Right, let's put that down. Cover my pet a bit more. And then we're going to punch the critter, try and get the critter to run away as soon as possible. Okay, it's got wound on it, which is not great. Gain temporary power, which is once we use it, it's gone. Okay. Let's think about this. I'm going to throw some heal on myself, just a tad. Use this for the increase in power. Get this to get the bleed up. Get a bonus card. For even more power. Disease has been put on it. It's got a howl to get some armor up, which is not great because it's going to attack us with a ton of stuff. So that's doing 5 damage. That's doing 5 damage. Okay, it's got 4 armor as well. Well, do that to get some healing up. We'll grab this and we'll discard this card, which will make it run away. We'll then throw a bit of defense on him. Took a little bit of damage, nothing too bad. Heal up my pet a bit. Elbow strike. Let's just punch him for some damage. It's wounded and has disease. It's gonna punch me for. It's gonna punch my pet for a ton of damage. So I'd rather not do. I'd rather it didn't do that. That's really nice. But it's going to use all my... I'm going to put it in my hand at least. And I'm going to throw some defense on him. And then just... Actually, wait. That's That won't be enough to get past his armor, so let's get that up. We'll go cripple to drop his attack down so he does even less damage. Right. Let's see. Yeah, let's play some cards. Right. Get that up. Whenever you apply one bleed to all your enemies. Not great, so we're going to play this to heal up some more. It's still okay. Got no easy way of getting. I would like to get it up. Heal 1 bar, put bleed on the target. So let's see if we can get this going. Okay, 5 bleed. Nothing great, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get... Nope. No, well, let's get some health back at least. Alright, he's defending up. He's going to hit me for a ton. But we should be able to take care of him relatively quickly. Right. Yeah, you can run away. Want a bleed card. Discard a card, improvise a card from your draw pile, gain 3 defense. If it's a maneuver, apply 1 wound to a random enemy. That plays well with an improvise and wound based deck. That's great for gain encounters. Gain 2 counters for each card played this turn. It's good for a low cost economy deck. Discard a card. That's good if you're playing a discard card deck. Right now, I'm not trying to play a bleed deck. What this can turn into: draw a card, discard a card. Gain counter from 1 defense for each card played this turn. Gain defense and plus wound. Gain 3 defense plus 2 wound. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of money. More defense or your next attack this turn. Yeah, that's a good card to have. Okay, you leave when everyone decides you're worth a fight after all. So we managed to heal up a bit, which is nice. Listen, just do what just do what you're told or else. I don't have time to deal with this nonsense. I'm sorry, I'd figure something out, I promise. Okay. Let's go talk to him. Yeah, convince him to give us information. See, because we have a friend in here. He likes us. So he will help us out in an argument. I noticed you're talking to... what's going on? Doesn't seem like any of your business. Maybe I can help you out. Okay. Defensive. Gains composer when Sal counters an argument. We'll create a new argument. When destroyed, we'll receive 30 silver. It's nice. He's doing extra damage. Well, let's play that to reduce some of the damage. She gets armor to his main argument, but I don't care. And we've got to spend influence to basically get this out of the way and give us a bit of extra cash. Okay. -1 damage, so this needs to go. Let's improvise a card from the pile. So this card gets 2 actions next turn. And we get rid of that. And we don't have anything. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have saved that. He's got armoured up, which is annoying, so we can't deal with that as easily. Doesn't matter though. Because what we can do is we can just attack his core argument. That's fine. Okay, he's bone tired, which is nice. He's going after my influence, which I do not appreciate. There's not a lot I can do about that. So I'm going to throw some... We'll throw some... Get this down to reduce this. Excellent, because that triggers that. And then we are going to, with the 2 cards we have left, take that out. We are going to take damage because you're going to have bleed over from this getting popped. Which is unfortunate. Right, and we're just going to have to hope for a high level damage. Or we can be lucky and get this. And that's my own ego has done that. I forgot he got armor from... Yeah, he got armor from that, so now we're in a bit of a sticky situation. No longer get any influence. We're just going to have to hope we can smash through his argument. Just. A bit of sloppy play on my end. This will trigger if we play 4 hostile cards in a single turn. It's not great. We've got manipulate. Draw a card on your next card. You draw 1 card. Return the next card you play to your draw pile, which is nice. If you play that with a combo, we've got cards to level up as well. Play that so it's no longer expanded, and we'll get this one to draw a card. I mean, there's some cards we'd like to have back in our hand at the end of play. Like Initial Rapport would be nice. Enduring Duplicity would be nice. Instincts would be nice. Setup would be nice as well. And it's more useful than either of these two, because this requires a lot of draw, and this is I'm not really playing a manipulation deck. What does it evolve into? Draw 1 card, return the next 2 cards you play. That would be nice. Yeah, so let's try and get that then. Upgrade, or the upgrade already done, so took care of that. Deflate, alright, here's the deal. Aura explains that Awa isn't who they claim to be. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's go and talk to the guard then. The guard is really useful because if you have the guard on your side, in an establishment and you have a fight or a diplomatic incident, they will come and help you if they like you or are your friend. Right, here we go. -20 resolve, obtaining blackmailed information. Very nice. You don't want to be on the wrong side of this. Keep that away from me. So he's got to do extra damage. But it's okay, because what I'm going to do is armor up to take us no damage at all. And then I am going to do this. At the start of the turn, planted evidence. Yes, he's got the planted evidence thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this for some extra cash. He's got to plant some evidence on me. I need to be able to do 8 damage this turn. Oh, because he's hitting me for a lot. Right, let's go with this. Not great. Well, at least that's taken care of. I can't play that with this combo, so that was the wrong thing to do. Curses. Oh well. At least we can attack this to get rid of the attack on the influence. Then we can play the influence. Okay. The problem is he's applying armor to it. That's not great. Nothing that does damage. Let's just hope for high damage rolls. Just enough. I'm going to grab another one of these because these are very powerful cards. Because I'm playing a diplomacy deck, so if the more of those cards I can get, the better. They level up. Gain influence when you play it is very nice. More base damage. 3 to 4 is nice. With another 4 damage, you can get 2 to 3 for an additional 6. So it's basically the same. Well, not. I say it's the same. It's not, because that's 3 to 4. So the maximum you're looking at is 7 or 8 damage. You can get this ticked. If you get this as, if you spend 1 influence, you get 6 additional damage, which is basically 8 to 9. But you do more base damage. So if you can get the influence, you do less damage. If you don't have the influence, sorry, if you have more influence, you can get more damage with this. If you don't get the influence spend, this is just more base damage. Better early game, better late game. Gotta go with base damage. Right. See the deflates. I do as you say. Just hope that someone else picks up the torch. Right here. Then we go back. Another random event. A mysterious figure approaches you. Greetings, Grifter. It's rare I meet a traveller in these parts. Really, I feel like I constantly run into people. Then you're fortunate the isolation has made it difficult to complete my work. I'm a chemist. I've been experimenting with new ingredients, but I've only been able to test them on myself. Would you like to try one and contribute to our own experience, to the data? Okay, murky green vial, or we can pay 50 sil for swirling purple vial. No, let's pay money. We have the money for it. Ooh, that's an interesting. Looks like the sky after a storm. And just unpredictable. This one has different strokes each time, but discovery flavors the willing, I would say. Well, go on, drink. You get warped. What does warp do? 1 second. Warping. At the start of your turn, this card changes its effect. You can use it once during the battle and it's expended. Not lost though, which is nice. This card is always not. It's not discarded at the end of your turn, so it's going to be always in our hand. Very nice. Jots down the notes before watching your reaction. Thank you for participating. I hope you meet again soon. And follow up on any improved. And a follow up can only improve upon the data. I saw this as safe, right? I'm fairly confident, but of course, only time will tell. And he leaves. Okay, so let's get back and get paid. Tell Nadan that the officer's on side. Won't put any more. Great, some people just don't appreciate the way things work around here. You get 190 sil. We can get a grift for a reward. Common battle grift. The first card you expend each turn, draw a card. That's okay. Each negotiation between dominance was very nice. Pets have plus 10 battle health. That's actually really nice. Both of these are really powerful. Whenever you gain dominance, deal 1 damage to all enemy arguments. That's nice. I would like to have the battle health for my pet though, because he doesn't get health regen, so having more health is useful. Starting to negotiate some 2 dominance. I'm going to go with, that's common graph, this is uncommon. How's my diplomacy deck looking? I only have 2 dominance cards, and I already have some dominance draw. It saves me actions, but this increases the durability of my pet. Let's go with the pet. Again, you can ask about the location, you can ask about his thugs, you can ask about his relationship with the other faction you can join with Lieutenant Olo, which is the other person you can sign up with. Basically, they have a very antagonistic relationship. I won't spoil it. You know, there's something else I said they could get me some auction in the Admiralty. I think she went to get Cassio as much as you do. Maybe I should reach out. I mean, if you're willing to work with a hunter, maybe. No, I don't want to work with switches. At least of all that switch. You mean Olo? That's a name, I think. It is, don't say it again. Okay then. There's a reason he doesn't like her. I won't spoil their relationship. Anyway, we have some more random events pop up. We can have Spar with Clover to upgrade one of your battle cards for the cost of your health, it's nice. We have a challenging negotiation. Limited opportunity. Perfect. We could train up our pet. That'd be useful. Increase the health and damage. And this will get rid of the negatives that he imposes upon us. Yeah, let's go with that. Over there. Low to the ground. Really quiet. Now sick. The trainer, its maximum health increased by 10. Base damage increases as well. Okay, so that's taken care of. So we could do a tough negotiation, which is challenging early retirement. Get a new card, Admiralty Intel. Do a battle, upgrade negotiation of battle card. I know what the early retirement thing is. It's a 3-level negotiation. But what we could do is we could go here. Yeah, random event. This part of the road is usually quite quiet, but you come across a bit of a ruckus. Some bounty hunter has finally tracked down their quarry. The bounty doesn't specify you have to be dead ash, so come quietly and you won't get hurt. Nah, I think I'm good with that, with a bit of hurt. If it means putting you in the grave. You've been treading me for too long. Any trouble here, Hunter? I heard of you. You're Sal, aren't you? Word is you're the real deal. Basically, Ash is a spree raider, which is the part of the faction we're with. If we do that, Ash will like us. But this guy, it's basically, who do you want to have aside? He's basically from another faction, from the Jag Smugglers. So if we go with Ash, it might be good to have Ash on side because he is a spree raider. And this will make us more allies, more enemies. Because this will make us, he will dislike us, and this guy would like us. But if we defend Ash, only Ash will like us, and we won't get any negatives. So let's help him. Freynat, Hunter, Ash is with me. Walk away, and you will be no hard feelings, alright? No hard feelings, I've been tracking this mark for days. You're just trying to steal my take. Well, guess what? I'll take you both on. Okay. So he's coming after my supporter quite a lot. Okay, so let's. Is there anything you can do? Let's. And let me discard 2, and that's not great. I was hoping for something a bit more damaging. Yeah, let's do that. Get some bleed down. He's going to take a ton of damage, unfortunately. Well, not too much, which is nice. Displayed. Let's see what we get. Gain for combo. It's not great. Let's first punch him for 4. And then we will heal for how much bleed he's got. So now max healed, which is nice. He's diseased, so he's going to be losing blood. He's going to be hitting us for a ton of damage for our little pup, which I do not approve of. And then we're going to basically slice him up for even more bleed. Just keep stacking that bleed up. He really is focusing in on our pet. Get that up. And then we'll punch him for a lot because we had a lot of stacked combo and that card works with combo. Apply bleed to all the cards that played in the turn. Okay. Do we want to kill him? What do we get for killing him? Remove all debuffs. It's not worth killing him. We get a battle card. Gain defense. Ooh. The bleed ability. Do we already have that? No. This one is really nice. Ability. Whenever you apply 1 bleed to all enemies. This is really powerful. You can upgrade a battle card, which is this. Apply a bleed for each card played this turn. If the target has 5 bleed or more, apply to cripple, which is very nice. Apply bleed for each card played this turn +1, which means that for every basically it doubles how much bleed we can produce, which is very nice. Cripple is useful. For you, Hunter Sal, I know the profit's going the other way, right? Well, yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes you have to afford to lose a few cells. Now get out of here and don't let me catch you coming after us again. Tanta limps away, knocked out, cursing your name to the dirt. Probably could have handled that on my own, you know. Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean, maybe. So I guess I'm here to say thanks. So if we wanted to, we could go back to his base operations and recruit him. I am going to go here. Well, we could pay money to get him as a friend. I'm going to go in here and hire a mercenary. They can be pricey. He stains his brow, then you can go buy. He's not too expensive, but let's hire him. And then we're going to try this challenging negotiation. Right. Greetings. Early retirements. I'm here on business, actually. You wanted a hunter? Ah, right. A friend of mine is coming to town and they need a job. Unfortunately, all the best jobs are taken often by unqualified direct. Although, in particular, I've written letters complaining to his superiors, but nothing has been done. Whoa, after you wrote letters of complaint and everything? Right? My friend needs that job, so I want you to get Ozzo fired. With force, if necessary. Accept. An early graft, like another graft this early on in the game would be really useful. I keep that in mind. Okay, let's go over here. You could convince Ozzo, attack Ozzo. That's going to be slightly harder. Patron. Convince lead fire Ozo. So it's going to be... The thing is, the merchant's got to have better ways of resisting. We can try and get him to leave his job. Man, you work here. It's kind of a dump, isn't it? Is it? Right. Right, they're on our side. Draw additional card every second turn. We get additional armor. Let's get some influence. To start off, we've got no armor cards, unfortunately. Let's see if we can draw some. Let's get some of that up. We're going to take some damage, can't be helped. But then we can smack him for a good amount. Let's see if we can draw a card. Oh, we can. We got an action back. Good amount of damage. Get more influence. I am going to take a hit, unfortunately. He's going to go after that, and I'll go after me. So we apply this to all arguments to armor up. So he's unlikely to get through. Question is, what do we spend? It's not great. Let's get some dominance down. We'll hit that. Because the relic art triggered, which is always nice. And then we'll stack up some more armor. Okay. What I was looking for, excellent. And I'll throw some armor down on my health because I don't want to lose any more health. Right. Gain some more influence. You improve a card. Draw a free card to see if we can get the... yeah, there we go. This is what I wanted. Next card is played twice. Excellent. We will take a tad bit of damage, which is unpleasant, but it can't be helped. And we need to finish this fight pretty quickly. So let's do that. And we won the fight. In negotiation card. Very nice to have. With this and the influence combo is really strong. Some of your skill set could do better elsewhere, right? There's got to be loads of opportunities available. You could get a job with benefits, or heck, even a raise. Hey, you know what? I could, yeah. Also, throw his work badge on the ground. I'm desirable, I'm skilled, I don't got to stand for this. The future's the limit, baby. Also saunters off to enjoy his new freedom, but not before throwing a rude gesture towards his colleagues. Early retirement completed. Job done. Ozo is out of work. Well, that's great news. Hey, Tom. Hey, meet Tone. He's going to do a real bang-up job. Maybe Lil will finally be able to get some rest and not have to clean up after others anymore. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the jobs. Now go off. Now get to work, you lazy Usnu. Get 90 sills. He likes us. We get a free graph as a reward. Let's see what scraps we got. We got 1 combat and 1 negotiation. Vulnerable is twice effective for and against us. That's not great. Gain 2 power at the start of each battle. Lose 2 power the first time you take enemy damage. Power is okay. It means we do increase damage early on. That's not too bad. At the start of each battle, discard up to 2 cards. This would be useful to get our bleed out early on. So I'm going to take this. We can open the world map. Getting to the end of the day. Let's go quickly to the roadside market. It sucks that the battle person hates us. Anything worth getting? That's not too bad. If we can upgrade it for the bleed effect, it's nice. But 75 gold is a rip-off. Is there anything that we want to take out of our deck? Destroy, counter, draw card. I'd like to get rid of this, to be honest. I mean, we have some combos, but it's like limiting how much bleed I can get out. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to spend 75 shill to basically get rid of this. That's all we can do, first off. Go to him. We could... Nah, it's a shame that we don't have any use. There's a really powerful monster that occasionally turns up. These are all destroyed on use, so that's not useful. Any negotiation cards? Whenever this card is drawn, do one with damage is always nice. Attack a random enemy, but that's opponent arguments destroyed. Draw a card. There's some nice combinations, but I was really looking at this very powerful influence card. Nothing that I want right now. Is there a card I want to remove? Not really. I could drop one of these ones because they just draw a card, and I haven't got the accent economy for it. I could draw one of the, but I could draw one of the hostile ones because I haven't got a lot of hostility. That might be worth it, to be honest. Nothing we really want from there. And let's see if there's anything useful in the graph section. Gain max resolve. Or for any arguments gain, come into play with 2 bonus resolve, which is actually really nice. At the start of each negotiation, that's not too bad. We get another slot, we can pick up another battle card. Buster, whenever you break defense, when attack, apply 2 bleed and gain 4 defense. That's really good. Your first attack at each battle applies 3 wound. That's nice as well. I'm going to get the Buster to apply bleed and gain 4 defense. Whenever you break defense, that's just very powerful. And negotiation. If I was going to get anything, I would have got that, which was powerful. Max resolve is okay, so I'm going to grab it. It's not fantastic, but it boosts our resolve up to 41, which is, having more resolve is always useful. And 5 more battles and we'll get this to load up. Gains XP at the end of every negotiation. So 5 more negotiations, this will level up. And then we'll get, when it levels up, when you gain dominance, he'll do damage to all targets, which is very nice. These are good. If I can get another slot to get another thing open for battle graphs, it would be useful. But if we've got a relatively good setup, nothing fantastic, but still. We're done here. And now all we have is pick a side, which is, I believe, an encounter. We're going to do that next episode, folks. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you would subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, or leave a comment in the comment section. This is Griftlands, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.